Old people say "Pona fret can't pay owns a debt." It's a Jamaican expression that means worrying does not improve a bad situation. With that saying, we can all take courage to conquer. Hi there, welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Sit back and relax as we continue to celebrate our Jamaican heritage under the theme, My Expressions, My Tradition, My Jamaica. We'll be looking at the emblems and symbols that are a reminder of Jamaica's national goals, values, history, and sovereignty. We begin with the anthem. Then, protocols to follow in using the Jamaican flag. Later, the Jamaican National Honors and Awards. What are they and who gets them? All this and more right after this message.
There is no vaccine for the chikungunya virus. If you've been infected, take paracetamol such as Panadol, Cetamol, and Tylenol to reduce pain and fever. Sleep under mosquito netting and get plenty of rest. Take showers or sponge baths in room temperature water to lower fever, especially in children, and drink lots of fluids to prevent dehydration. If your symptoms worsen, go and see a doctor. Do not take aspirin as this could cause bleeding, and never use rubbing alcohol. To learn more, call 1-888-1-LOVE. That's 1-888-663-5683.
We are accustomed to singing or hearing the national anthem at official functions, and we all know that the protocol is to stand at attention. But did you know there are other guidelines on how the national anthem should be used at events and how persons should respond when they hear it being sung or played? Let's find out more in this feature.
Eternal Father, bless our land.
Guard us with thy mighty hand. Just two of the desires scripted in our collective prayer for the beloved country of Jamaica, its national anthem. Its use is generally encouraged for private or public gatherings. While the anthem is being sung or played, persons should stand at attention, hands at their sides, heels together, and men should remove their hats. At public functions where the Prime Minister or Governor General is in attendance, the first verse of the anthem should be played or sung on their arrival. Flag raising or flag lowering ceremonies should be accompanied by the national anthem.
Jamaica, Jamaica.
The national anthem is a symbol of pride in our journey as an independent nation. Persons should treat its use with respect and also ensure they learn its words correctly.
Teach us true respect for all.
To find out more on the guidelines for use of the national anthem and any other symbol, contact the Protocol Office in the Office of the Prime Minister, 1 Devon Road, Kingston 10, telephone 927-4101, or the National Library of Jamaica, 12 East Street, Kingston, telephone 967-1526 or 967-2516.
Justice should be yours forever, Jamaica.
Householders, business people, school administrators, protect yourself and your children from the chikungunya virus. Be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Chikungunya is a virus transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds in and around your home, workplace, and school. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET. And if you're experiencing symptoms of chikungunya, a sudden high fever, headache, rash, nausea, pain, stiffness, or severe joint pains, see your doctor or go to the nearest health center.
The Jamaican flag can be used by anyone as long as the guidelines for use are followed. Among those guidelines is that the flag should never be allowed to touch the ground or floor. There are other guidelines. That's explained next.
The lights go out. The Union Jack is lowered and the new flag of Jamaica raised.
The first time the public would witness the official use of the Jamaican national flag was on August 6, 1962. Since then, it has become a symbol of nationhood and used in various settings to observe moments of national pride and even sadness. Persons are generally allowed to use the flag for private or public purposes, but in order to protect its significance and that of other national symbols, protocols exist to guide its usage. Rules like not allowing the flag to touch the ground, not flying or using the flag only for decorative purposes on anything that is for temporary use and is likely to be discarded except on state occasions, refraining from draping the flag over private vehicles, ensuring that if it's flown in the company of other flags, it is not smaller than the others, and making sure that when it becomes worn and needs to be replaced, it's burned privately and not used for any other purpose. These are among guidelines which can be obtained from the Protocol Office in the Office of the Prime Minister, here at the Jamaica Information Service or at the National Library of Jamaica. They include guidelines on how the national flag can be used for state or public occasions. Except at foreign embassies, consulates and missions, no other flag should be placed above or to the right of the Jamaican flag. No other flag should be raised or flown publicly unless the Jamaican flag is also flown. The flag should be flown on all government-aided schools when the schools are in session. A flag raising and flag lowering ceremony should accompany the opening and the closing of school terms. The national flag should be flown at the official residence of the Prime Minister and the Governor-General. If the Prime Minister or Governor-General visits private buildings, the flag may be flown there during their stay, and the flag should be flown in or near every polling station on election day. Now, here's one which some of the older folks may be a little familiar with. The flag should be flown at half-mast to signify moments of national mourning as directed by the Prime Minister. But even then, there's a method to going about it. When flown at half-mast, the flag should be first hoisted to the peak for an instant and then lowered slowly to the half-mast position. It should be again raised to the peak before it's lowered. During any flag raising or lowering ceremony or any passing parade with the flag, persons are required to stand at attention and face the flag. Individuals in uniform should salute and men should remove their hats. For more information on the rules governing the use of the national flag or the other national emblems, contact the Protocol Office, Office of the Prime Minister, 1 Devon Road, Kingston 10, telephone 927-4101, or the National Library of Jamaica, 12 East Street, Kingston, telephone 967-1526 or 967-2516. Taking great care in how we use our national symbols is part of our duty as Jamaicans. Show you care by respecting that which represents us.
Prevent chikungunya. Get rid of mosquito breeding sites around the home. Empty dish drainers and keep refrigerator troughs dry. Punch holes in the bottom of tin cans before placing them in the garbage. Keep houseplants in damp soil instead of water and keep flowerpot saucers dry. Keep drains, ditches, roof gutters and eaves clean so water will drain properly. And remember to open your windows during fogging. Also, wear light-colored clothing and cover your body as much as possible to prevent mosquito bites. For more information on chikungunya prevention, call the Ministry of Health toll-free at 1-888-1-LOVE. That's 1-888-663-5683. Mondays to Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Over 200 Jamaicans will be presented with national honors and awards for their significant and meaningful contributions to nation building come Monday, October 20, National Heroes Day. Find out what these national honors are in this next feature.
In just the first decade of its newly independent status, Jamaica conceived and created a program of national honors and awards. The system was created in 1969 with the passage of the National Honors and Awards Act in July of that year. The program was designed to recognize Jamaicans or foreign nationals who, by their service, had made a meaningful and significant contribution to national development. It was decided that formal recognition of service to Jamaica and its citizens would be done through the conferment of the 6 orders of the Societies of Honor and 2 national awards. The highest order is that of National Hero.
That is granted extremely sparingly, may never be again, to people who have made an enormous contribution to the development potentially of Jamaica, to the freedom of people in the period during slavery and so on, and many of whom sadly paid with their lives.
Persons given this honor are referred to as the Right Excellent and awarded the post-nominal title National Hero of Jamaica. The Order of the Nation comes next. This was instituted in 1973 during the first term of then Prime Minister Michael Manley.
He wished that the Governors General would no longer be knighted by the Queen, and they wanted a special title, a special honor, in lieu of the Knighthood Grand Cross. And so this new Order of the Nation was created with its special title of Most Honorable prefix. And because knights' wives are termed lady, they wanted a counterpart, and so the Most Honorable went also to the spouse.
Mm-hmm. The Order of the Nation is conferred upon Governors General and also to persons who have been appointed Prime Minister of Jamaica. Persons given this honor may attach the letters ON to their names. Created in 2003, the Order of Excellence, which follows next in ranked order, may be regarded as parallel or of similar weight to the Order of the Nation. This investiture is reserved for foreign heads of state and has only been conferred once to former President of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki, during his visit to Jamaica in 2003. The third highest Jamaican order, the Order of Merit, is conferred upon persons who have achieved eminent international distinction in the fields of science, the arts, literature, or any other endeavor.
It's awarded about every 5 years, if that. But most important, there is a limit to the number of living members, full members at any one time. And that, incidentally, is not an honor available on an honorary basis to foreigners.
Membership in this order entitles the recipient to the pre-nominal style of the Right Honorable and to the post-nominal title Order of Merit or OM. Now on to the Order of Jamaica. Its motto reads, "For a covenant of the people," and this honor may be conferred on any Jamaican national or foreign citizen who has distinguished himself or herself in service to the country.
That is perhaps the first of the more general honors where there isn't a specific restriction as in the ones higher, including National Hero.
The Order of Distinction carries 2 ranks, Officer and Commander. Either rank is conferred on any citizen of Jamaica who renders outstanding and important services to the island in any field of endeavor. This ties in with its motto, Distinction through Service. Various badges and medals of honor are also presented to recognize excellence among the citizens of the nation.
The Medal of Honor existed in the original system, and you had the Medal of Honor restricted entirely to uniformed services.
These include police officers, members of the Jamaica Defense Force, fire service, and correctional officers.
The others are Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, and in the JDF Reserves, the Medal of Honor for Long Service and Good Conduct.
There is also the Badge of Honor for Gallantry, and these 3 categories of award are also given to civilians by way of the Badge of Honor. On National Heroes Day 2012, Monday, October 15, 157 persons are being presented with national honors and awards. The selected fields for this year's awards include medicine, religion, politics, the judiciary, and sports. Persons are also being recognized from the areas of science, the arts, philanthropy, community development, and public service.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
On the board this week, persons in St. Mary are invited to come out to show support and showcase your talent as the Social Development Commission SDC St. Mary Parish Office presents the St. Mary Creative Arts and Skills Festival. This is to be held on Saturday, October 25 at the Claude Stewart Park, Port Maria. Starting time 9 a.m. The Yallas High School Alumni Association is inviting everyone to a grand homecoming week of activities. A church service will be held on Sunday, October 19 at the Yallas New Testament Church of God, starting time 10 a.m. On Monday, October 20, Heroes Day, there will be a project, Labor for Learning, that involves the tiling of the Yallas High School stage. On Tuesday, October 21, all are welcome to liming on the waterfront at the Castle Lagoon. On Wednesday, October 22, there will be a road march at 7 a.m. from Yallas Square to Yallas High School. A gala banquet on Friday, October 24 at the Casa Laguna Hotel, Pamphret, St. Thomas at 7 p.m. And a trip to Somerset Falls in Portland on Saturday, October 25. Call Sharona King at 836-7316 for more details. The Church of the Open Bible Twickenham Park, Spanish Town presents Inna the Light, Flip the Script, Rewrite the Lines on November 8 at the Church of the Open Bible Twickenham Park beside the Police Academy. Featured acts, Twickenham Wind, dancers, voices, steppers, and much more. Time 6 p.m. Tickets, adults $700 and children $200. Call 749-3061 for more information. The St. Mary Parish Council, in association with the JCDC St. Mary office, invites parishioners to a Heroes Day floral tribute and awards ceremony to be held at the St. Mary Anglican Church Hall on Monday, October 20. Start time 9 a.m. The theme for our National Heroes Day celebration is My Expression, My Tradition, My Jamaica. For reservations, call 994-2901. The Morant Bay High School alumni will host its homecoming fundraising dinner and dance on Saturday, November 29 at Whispering Bamboo Cove in Retreat, St. Thomas. Come for the entertainment, support a worthy cause. Proceeds in aid of the Morant Bay High School Building Fund. And that's all for our community notices today. Send us your events for broadcast on the JIS Community Notice Board. Call 922-86802 or send an email to cbishop@jis.gov.jm.
I find out that this program is a very good program because the purpose of this program is to target inner city youths that drop out of school, never get to make much of themselves. So this is like a second chance.
It's a good look and they need to try it. They need to try it because that is the way right now I'm seeing true life. Because going to Angle Gun the other way, it now make no sense. You're gonna die.
What I'd have to say to the younger folks like me in the inner city, I will tell them that young is a dead end and Right now, them for leg off of the negative energy and try to make something of themselves, try apply themselves as a better man in society, so them can be able to provide for them youths and them family without have to do anything illegal or police have to look for them or nothing like that.
The Citizen Security and Justice Program, CSJP, an initiative of the Ministry of National Security, empowering unattached youth in volatile communities while promoting peace-building initiatives.
The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, wishes to advise the public that renunciation of Jamaican citizenship can only be done by submitting an application to this agency. Under the Jamaican Nationality Act, only the minister under whose portfolio the agency falls has the authority to approve a renunciation. Jamaican citizenship cannot be renunciated by merely submitting a letter certified by a Justice of the Peace, Notary Public, or other public official. Individuals seeking to give up their citizenship must submit written proof of their assumed nationality in the form of a citizenship certificate, passport, or an official letter of assurance or promise of nationality by a foreign state to PICA. Application forms and further information on citizenship renunciation may be accessed on the agency's website at www.pica.gov.jm.
A recap of the major news stories of the week next.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Government stepped up its Ebola prevention strategy this week, issuing a travel ban against persons traveling directly or indirectly from Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, the three West African countries most affected by the Ebola outbreak. The National Security Ministry also announced that Jamaican citizens who have traveled from those countries within 28 days of their arrival in Jamaica would be quarantined in the interest of public health and national security upon their return to the island. And to further ensure that no Ebola case passes undetected into the country, the Health Ministry handed over fever detection devices to officials at the Norman Manley International Airport Friday morning. That development came after the ministry quarantined a couple who arrived in the island Wednesday night because one of the two had recently traveled to Liberia. Though neither had any symptoms of the disease, they were kept under watch by senior health officials and left the island Thursday afternoon. Earlier in the week, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller revealed that immigration forms were being modified to capture data that could flag possible Ebola cases.
We have given instructions for to up the surveillance at our airports, and that they pay special attention to our seaports as well. And we're adding to the immigration forms an addendum for them to specify where they visited and so on, and if they have symptoms, to be able to tell us.
Mrs. Simpson Miller was addressing members of Parliament in a special meeting at Jamaica House, where she announced a raft of measures to prevent an Ebola outbreak in Jamaica and arrest the chikungunya outbreak.
The objective is to reduce mosquito breeding sites, starting with the worst affected areas, as indicated by the mapping that has been done by the Ministry of Health.
In other health news, Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites this week announced that school absenteeism due to chikungunya or other similar ailments such as the flu had been trending down.
I'd like to say that it seems to be trending down, noticeably in Region 1, which has had the highest level of absence up to now.
He said teaching time lost across the education sector would be recovered on a school-specific basis. The Education Minister made the disclosures at a press conference called Thursday to officially launch a national cleanup campaign in schools. The exercise began on October 15 and extends to the 22nd.
Our schools are community centers, in many respects, and all of the efforts at improving the cleanliness of the nation must take their beginning in many respects, and in others be inclusive of the school communities.
The director of IMF's Western Hemisphere Department, Alejandro Warner, this week announced that the International Monetary Fund and Jamaica's Ministry of Finance would hold a high-level economic conference in late October. Mr. Warner said the outlook for Caribbean countries continued to be challenging, and the forum would be an opportunity to further ongoing dialogue with the region's policymakers on how to work towards stronger and inclusive growth in the Caribbean. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller will open the conference, which will address important issues such as energy provision, tax incentives, and financial sector resilience. Meanwhile, World Bank President Jim Young Kim is to meet with Caribbean ministers of finance and governors of central banks at a summit early next year to examine and develop projects that are essential to economic development. They will discuss projects to reduce debt and increase growth while addressing issues relating to climate change and high electricity rates. And finally, 10 local companies and entities are to benefit from a capacity building initiative being implemented by the Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO. JAMPRO Export Max 2, as it's called, is a 3-year project designed to improve the productivity and competitiveness of companies that are already exporting or are export ready through capacity building and market penetration support.
It is anticipated that at the end of the program, participants would have achieved 50% average growth in export sales and entered at least one new export market.
Participating companies are drawn from the agro-processing, manufacturing, creative industries, and education sectors. And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
And that's it for today's magazine program, but keep the link. Tell us what you thought of the show. Send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm or hit us up on Twitter @JISnews. Also, click on our website jis.gov.jm for the latest government information. On behalf of the entire team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson, inviting you to join us again tomorrow for more information you can use. Until then, do take care, and thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.